All right, thank you for joining us this evening. We have AJ Dybantsa, Kevin Young, and Richie Saunders will open for questions.
Kevin, we talked about Rob making good decisions. He seemed to put the ball in his hand at the end and made some good ones. What would you comment about his, especially in down stretch?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's got great poise. You know, his decision making has been something that we've talked about a lot. You know, he had just one turnover. He almost played the entire game. So they were obviously doing a lot with AJ trying to get the ball out of his hands, and I can see why you would do that. But obviously, we have a lot of guys on our team that can make plays. So Rob stepped up and delivered.
Richie got 14 rebounds. Seems like he was in the perfect spot all the time. How effective was that to be able to get that in this crunch moment where the game was tight?
Yeah, I mean, Richie's will to win is just like nothing I've ever been around. You know, he all wanted to get a win for him here, his senior year, and you know, he's possessed, man, in a good way. He just wasn't gonna lose. Bottom line.
Kevin, how would you just sum up how they kind of made you play differently than you would have wanted, and also the free throw shooting just at the end there was probably something left to be desired?
I agree with you, Jay, on that. I mean, there's no scheme for making free throws. You step up and make them, or you don't. I mean, that's the bottom line. So I trust all of our guys to make free throws in big moments, and you know, something that we just gotta continue to work on, which we will. In terms of how they made us play, I mean, look, we had 45 points in the first half and 44 in the second. So, you know, I give Alex credit. You know, was very NBA of him to come out and just try to not let the best player beat you. I thought AJ did a good job, though, still finding ways to get to his own spots, get fouled. He got to the line 12 times still. So, you know, our other guys really stepped up, and in terms of making us play a little bit differently, in some ways it helped us because now we're getting wide open shots and wide open driving lanes.
What do you think of that defensive stop by K late in the game to ultimately kind of close this thing out?
I just told the guys in the locker room, that was great. That stop was great. What I thought about Kaba, though, was when I tried to take him out of the game, when he got a third foul, he's the quietest person on planet Earth until that moment. He's never yelled at me louder than he did in that moment, which was awesome. I loved it. So Beto's like, am I still checking in or not? No, you're not. Go sit down. So that was cool. But nah, Kaba too. You know, we said we want to come up here and win this game for, you know, Richie, Kaba, you know, J Mac and Dawson. And, you know, I thought Richie and Kaba's will in that game was probably the difference.
Richie, how does it feel to get a win?
Remember, raise your hand, please. Go ahead, Mitch. Finish. Then we'll go with Sean.
Richie, how does it feel to get a win finally in this building?
I mean, it's amazing. I've come up here and come up short in overtime, lost by 1, lost by 2. Like, to be able to finish this is, you know, it's amazing.
Richie, it seems like a big part of that will to win that Coach was talking about with you. You did a really nice job of that second half getting downhill. Just what were you seeing kind of offensively that was opening up for you, especially at the rim?
Yeah, I mean, they were really closing out hard to me, which allowed me to attack that closeout. And props to my guys for making the right reads and finding me in those closeout opportunities.
AJ, how would you describe your first environment in the Huntsman Center into the BYU-Utah rivalry, you could say?
Boy, that was crazy. That was super hostile. That's probably like, besides my high school days, that rivalry, that's probably like the most hostile environment I've been in. That was really like a welcome to the Big 12 moment for me.
Kevin, what was the message to the players after the game, and what do you feel like you guys gained from getting a win like this?
It was a hard-fought game, which we knew it would be. I mean, rivalry games are like that for a reason. It makes it super fun. I agree with AJ, just a fun environment. I mean, there's nothing better as a competitor to go into somebody else's building and beat them in their building, especially when it's somebody that there's a long-standing rivalry with. So really, it was really that. Usually sometimes I'll get into the stats, this and that. Stats don't matter in a game like this. I just thought it was a really, really good, hard-fought win. And I just really praised, you know, I pulled Rob, Moo, and AJ aside separately and just kind of whispered to them, hey, I know you guys probably you didn't grow up hating Utah or having a rivalry, with all due respect, of course, in a nice way. but this game means a ton to our university. It means a ton for Richie, and we want to send him out with the win. And that was really cool to see that those guys step up in moments along with Kayla and Richie. So that was really the message. Just proud of the guys to get it done.
AJ, you're used to being the target of the opposing fans. How were you able to handle that and some of the chants they were saying and still play your game and succeed?
I've been dealing with it since I was like 13. I've been getting hate comments, hate phrases, sayings during games. I done heard it all. So, I mean, I just got to play my game and just make the right decision.
Last question.
Coach, you've now coached 2 games here at the Huntsman Center, one against Craig Smith and the other against Alex. What would you assess? How would you assess kind of Alex and what you saw from Utah tonight?
Well, I've known Alex for a long time. We've coached against each other a long time ago in the G League. We sort of broke into the NBA around the same time, and when I was with the Suns, he was with the Jazz. We had a ton of battles, so I'm very familiar with him. He's a good person, but you still want to beat him in a game like that. So he's smart, man. He's a smart coach, and he's just figuring it all out, all the idiosyncrasies. He joked before the game because, like in the NBA, like you do the anthem and like the coaches wave and you play the game. In college, like before the game, you like walk the line, shake, and he's like still trying to figure out if we're supposed to do this. So he's still figuring everything out, but he's a smart guy, man. And Wes with them, Wilcox too, they're smart. They have a lot of experience, and so this will be some fun games over the years between our groups.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.